It is the evening of September 16, and a few updates if I can remember everything. Let's see. I have installed a couple more speakers over here. Above, this is gonna, well, let's see, here's the breezeway. Here's the mechanical room. That's the back side of the garage, well, the front side of the garage. The Patty calls them barn doors. The barn doors were installed a while back. They slide to seal off the breezeway. Soffits have all been sealed up, but that's relatively old. Oh, I've been working on downspouts. So here's the downspout. The bottom is temporary. I will need to install, well, there's some drain pipe that goes under here. This project is coming up. So this hole that we have here will be built up to this height, this platform height right here, so we can do stonework. We'll have a stone walkway that looks just like this stone walkway. And so we'll walk up the stairs right here and step up onto this walkway and go into the breezeway. In fact, why don't I just do that? So I've installed motion sensors. That's why these lights are on, because there's a little motion sensor up there. And the motion sensor is powered by a USB port. And so there are outlets that are up here as well. So there's an outlet, you can see there are two motion sensors. And then over here, there's another. So I have 7 ceiling outlets that will help me figure out whether somebody's coming or going and turn on lights appropriately. I have also installed speakers in the walkway in the back, so that kind of completes the outside sound system. I'm getting ready to frame in this opening right here, and in order to doing it, I had to run some wire that goes up and through into the old part of the house. So light switch, and then on this side, light switch, power, and Cat 5, because this is where my office, this space right here, I'm gonna get back shortly once this wall is framed in. So we have removed the wood. There was plywood that we used when we were putting up the soffit. The soffit, of course, is already completed, and but I feel a change coming, meaning these pavers will be out. I'm looking for dirt that I can put back in place. It's very low. It's like a foot lower than it needs to be. You can see how far down. It's another downspout that I put in. Some of it's temporary, meaning like the strap that's black and the strap that's on the wall or on the post that's gray. I need to find some better colored straps so that it details out nicer. This is just a temporary drain that falls into the drain that I'm gonna have to do some extending shortly. A lot of digging coming up, but it's not anything I haven't been exposed to already. Something we haven't done. We're putting there's a gas line right here. This is, again, the walkway to the back side of the garage. This is the back side of the garage. And we have run gas. I guess if we look up, you can see there's water and gas lines that we've already run. Right above the lights, there's a catwalk, and that's because I'm gonna have a door right here so that I can get in. If I need to do any additional work, I can actually get up top and crawl down and pull wire and do whatever I need to do. So, and I said there's a gas line that's coming down here. We still have to finish doing the trenching. I drilled a hole the other day. I think we can see it's a 2-inch hole, and that is so we can have a fire pit out here somewhere in the near term. I think that I'll be drilling another hole right to the left, about 4 inches over, so I can bring power down and through another hole over here. So that way, if I have some lighting around the fire pit, I have electricity to do what I need to do. Moving forward, another downspout. Again, this is temporary. This is hard. The dirt that we have. I'm gonna pivot, and if we just look closely right here, this is an outcropping of gray rock. It is really hard. It needs a compressor and 60 or 90 pound jackhammers, or a bobcat with a breaker. But if we look at this outcropping and we just walk up the hill a little bit, it's the same kind of rock here. This is just really hard stuff. I remember when we actually did the foundation for this building, it took weeks for us to get down to the level that we needed to. So the pavilion or truck port is almost completely done. We've painted the gable, and I call these the little eyebrows. It gives us a little better depth on the truck port. And I have not completed the doors yet. Well, the doors that are up top, they're almost hidden. I haven't put in the latch system yet. I just have a single screw holding it in place. They hide the beam trolley. There is one, or the beam, and the trolley is sitting on the beam. And the beam hoist, well, that's in a bucket that I can bring out at will. And then here's the other one. So I haven't completely trimmed out yet, but definitely moving forward. And I'll hit this from the other side yet. And this part is done also. And downspouts again. And I'm not going to go into the mechanical room, but we have a fair amount of mechanical done also this weekend. We've done a lot of electrical work, even soffit lights way up top. I don't know if we can see this or not. Barely. You can see there's a little splash light in the soffit right here between each of the windows. There's a downlight here which will come on the same time that these soffit lights go on. Gives the house a little better presentation. Anyway, this has been a really long one today, so I think I'll end it in the same place that I started. Things are still looking good, but I still have quite a ways to go.